Hey, how's it going everybody? Cat Kings here again for another fantastic and exciting video. And in today's video, we're going to be power scaling the Incredible Hulk. Now, we're going to be using multiple versions, and we're not going to worry too much about canon. So if that bothers you at all, just forget to watch this video. But if it doesn't, then please, let's continue and going on here. Now, we know the Incredible Hulk is insanely powerful. In fact, there's no real upper limit to his strength. But what we can show is some feats that just show how far it can go. So the first one we're going to show here is when he's holding a 150 billion ton mountain. This particular feat took place in Secret Wars issue number 4. Later on in this Secret Wars chapters, we see that in issue number 9, Hulk is able to take a blast from Galactus and get back up from it with no visible injuries. Moving on to Secret Wars issue number 12, we see that Hulk is able to dent Ultron's adamantium body. However, it should be noticed that soon after that, he pretty much claps the Hulk by crippling him. Within Incredible Hulk's issue number 634, we see that Hulk is able to destroy Umar's Dark Dimension during his rampage. The shockwaves from his punch destroy not only the planet they're on, killing everyone else on the planet, but also destroying all the nearby celestial bodies along with it too. Now back to the mention of Hulk's strength being infinite, here's just a prime example of that. Here in Incredible Hulk, issue number 305, we see that during the Battle of Ironclad, Hulk and Ironclad and their class shake an infinite amount of dimensions. That's right, infinite, as in infinite. Even if you're a literal god, you're going to have quite the hard time beating the Hulk. As you all know, the Hulk and Thor have faced off many times before. But the best that Thor has usually been able to do is to stalemate the Hulk long enough to where either he calms down or there's outside interference to help deal with the Incredible Hulk. Just to show how big the gap is between these two, we can see there's two different instances where the Hulk essentially just vaporizes and one-shots Thor. The first one is going to be in 2013's Avengers issue number 1. And then more recently in 2018's Immortal Hulk issue number 7. And in that one, not only is Thor prepared for the attack, but he's part of a team of Avengers confronting the Hulk. And even with this, he's fucked up. Thor even goes so far as to tell Captain America when they're leaving to get off the battlefield that the Hulk is stronger than he's ever been before and compares him to a god or a devil. The Hulkbuster armor has been able to at least go toe-to-toe and stall off the Hulk long enough to where either he calms down or it's a stalemate in some sense or fashion. But in this same chapter, he trashes on the Hulkbuster armor and then smacks Black Panther like he's his bitch. Even compared to other Hulks, we can see that he's no ordinary Hulk himself. He absolutely fucks up this other Hulk, She-Hulk. One-shots the bitch just like that. Wow! He says, "Get the fuck out of here, you cunt!" It gets so bad that they end up having to use the Helios Blast, which is their absolute last resort, to completely incapacitate the Hulk. They burn away all his flesh, bones, and organs. But even so, they had to dismember him and put him into jars because the Hulk ended up regenerating even from this. Here in the next chapter, in Immortal Hulk chapter number 8, we can see that they have to use an adamantium scalpel to be able to extract and to cut into the Hulk's soft tissues, such as his heart. This adamantium scalpel could easily bend titanium like paper. But even so, when they extracted the heart, it was when it was daytime and it was red, when he was Bruce Banner. And then, during the nighttime, when he was the Hulk, when it turned green, they had quite a hard time dealing with it. The Hulk's no idiot either. Although we give credit to Bruce Banner how smart he is, they are one and the same and they can work together. And in some versions of the Hulk, he's actually quite intelligent, such as his World Breaker form, for example. But in this one, we can see that he bided his time, waited, was patient, and just pretty much mocked them. He could break out at any time, but he decided to show them exactly what he could do. He wanted them to know how he works, so that way, when he broke out, it would be even more terrifying for them. Within the pages of The Incredible Hulk vs. Superman, we see an amazing feat in which the Hulk throws Superman into orbit. Hulk's durability is no joke. As we can see, he no-sells a hit from Hercules, Thor, Colossus, Giant Man, and some other dude, I don't know. Beast is by far one of the most intelligent members of the X-Men. So this further hypes up just how intelligent Hulk is, as we talked previously in the video. Not only are they having a very intelligent conversation about the meaning of life and what it is, but we can see that they're stalemating each other. Hulk has also had access to and created technology that allows him to use portals to go to and from home. Further solidifying that Hulk isn't just some brute who swings wildly, he learned martial arts skills from Iron Fist. He proceeds to use these new skills that he's acquired to beat down on the Red Hulk. Even the less intelligent version of the Hulk, known as Savage Hulk, was able to learn basic reading and writing in a single afternoon. Hulk is so powerful that he's able to punch through time barriers, however the fuck that works. Bruh. Even though Deadpool is known for his regeneration, none of that matters with the Hulk. The boy walks up to him and smacks this little cuck, says, "Hey, daddy's home and I didn't bring milk. You're gonna pay for this." Punches him, puts him in a body cast for 5 days. It's nice to see you again. Even with near omnipotent gods like Zom, the Hulk is able to punch him so hard that he draws blood from him. Even beings like the Mad Thinker, whose whole thing is about being able to calculate an opponent's strength, is unable to determine the upper limits of the Hulk's strength, which is just another way of saying that the Hulk can be as strong as the plot demands him to be. Well, we're noticing a trend of a lot of these characters, aren't we? We noticed that with Beerus, we noticed that with Batman, we noticed that with Superman and the Hulk. What's going on with these characters and just being as inconsistently powerful? In World War Hulk, one of my favorite stories of all time, Hulk with his Warbound systematically plot out the demise of all of Earth's major superheroes, and if it wasn't for the Hulk calming down later, he very well would have defeated them all. In this really cool story, we see that they want the Sentry to fight the Hulk not only because he would be able to match him blow for blow, but actually his energy helps calm the Hulk down to give himself a sizable advantage. So, they end up trying to use one of Hulk's best friends to infiltrate the mind of him. But unfortunately for them, it doesn't work. And keep in mind, this is Doctor Strange who is trying to do it, who's one of the most powerful sorcerers in all of Marvel Comics, even after the retcons. Eventually, when Doctor Strange is able to infiltrate the Hulk's mind, the Hulk lets down his guard and turns into Bruce Banner, only so that Doctor Strange would appear in front of him physically in his mind. He uses this opportunity to outwit him and crushes his hands so that way he cannot cast any more spells. Doctor Strange later on acquires the abilities of Zom and taps into them. However, this immense amount of power makes it hard for him to stay mentally cognizant. As such, he almost ends up killing civilians, which Hulk himself saves. Hulk then proceeds to batter Doctor Strange, leaving him incapacitated and unable to fight. It gets even crazier from here, as the Hulk and Sentry trade blows until they're both reverted back into their base forms. And the crazy part about this again is that Sentry's energy was calming down the Hulk, and he wasn't even at his peak anger either. Finally, we reach Hulk at his absolute angriest in this storyline, in which just by him stepping, he can destroy entire continents, if not the world himself, hence the name Worldbreaker Hulk. So, what happens? Well, he gets beamed down with this giant red laser that takes him out. Pretty much a last resort. Think of it like a Deus Ex Machina. And that's the end of the story. It reverts him back to Bruce Banner. And the last feat I want to showcase here is a Hulk that's imbued with celestial technology is able to stop the Juggernaut mid-run. This is one of the few, if not only instances I can ever think of in which the Juggernaut was stopped once he's got going. So, there are many more feats we can go over, but as always, I like to keep these videos 10 minutes or under for brevity's sake. But I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, Tell me what you think about the video, dislike it if you dislike it, share it with a friend. This is Cat Kings signing off, and until next time, bye bye.